Congratulations on your purchase of the Teeter LX9 inversion table. If you have any questions or need any help along the way, don't hesitate to contact Teeter customer service at the number on your screen or visit teeter.com/support for live chat assistance. For the best experience, it is critical that you follow the assembly instructions and read and fully understand the user guide attached to the equipment before inverting. Please read the following warnings and all instructions before using your LX9 inversion table. Before getting started with assembly, first unpack and prepare your workspace. If possible, assemble the equipment at or near the space in which you intend to use it to avoid moving it later. Unpack all parts and support materials. Set aside packing material and clear your work area. Locate the hardware kits packaged with the manuals. They are labeled to correspond with the assembly process. Step 1. Assemble boarding platform. Important: do not fully tighten the bolts until all bolts have been screwed in and the platform is properly aligned. Remove the A-frame from the box and place it on its backside so that the open ends of the A-frame are pointing up. Locate the boarding platform and the boarding platform hardware kit, including 2 rubber feet and 4 boarding platform bolts. Insert both open ends of the boarding platform into the open ends of the A-frame. Note, each side of the boarding platform is secured to the A-frame through 2 holes, inside and outside. The inside holes are also used to secure the boarding platform rubber feet. Facing the underside of the boarding platform, position a rubber foot over one inside hole and hand tighten with a boarding platform bolt. Repeat on the other side. Hand tighten a boarding platform bolt into one outside hole. Repeat on the other side. Fully tighten all boarding platform bolts using the 5mm Allen wrench. Position the assembled A-frame upright and open it on a level surface, ensuring the boarding platform and rubber feet are secure and rest evenly on the ground. Assemble storage caddy. Locate the storage caddy with the included Phillips head screwdriver and 1 screw. Locate the left handle. Markings on the handles differentiate the left and right handles. Align the storage caddy under the hinge cover of the left handle so that it fits over the bottom bolt hole. Screw in 1 screw with the Phillips head screwdriver provided until securely fastened. Ensure the storage caddy is securely attached to the handle. Step 2. Assemble handles and brackets. Do not fully tighten the bolts until all the bolts have been screwed into the handles and the handle brackets. Locate the right and left handles in the handle hardware kit, including 6 handle bolts. Noting left and right markings, align the right handle with the right side of the A-frame and hand tighten 3 handle bolts. Repeat these steps on the left side of the A-frame to assemble the left handle. Locate the handle bracket set, 4 handle bracket bolts, and 4 handle bracket screws included in the handle assembly hardware kit. Noting left in and out and right in and out markings, sandwich the left handle bracket set over the area where the left handle meets the A-frame by clamping both sides of the handle bracket set together. Align 2 handle bracket bolts through the bolt holes in the handle bracket set and loosely secure the 2 handle bracket screws into the bolts using 2 5mm Allen wrenches. Repeat these steps on the right side to assemble the right handle bracket set. Fully tighten all the handle bolts with a 5mm Allen wrench. Fully tighten all the handle bracket bolts and screws using 2 5mm Allen wrenches. Step 3. Assemble the roller hinges to the table bed. Familiarize yourself with the 3-hole roller hinge in cam lock terms. The roller hinges control the responsiveness of the rate of rotation of the inversion table. There are 3 holes. The hole selection depends both on your body weight and your preferred angle of inversion. The A setting is the top hole closest to the pivot pin, B is the middle hole, and C is the bottom hole. Determine your recommended hole selection using the chart shown. Your roller hinge setting and balance may vary depending on your body weight distribution. Refer to user guide for troubleshooting. For ease of assembly, rest the table bed against the crossbar of the front of the A-frame. On one side of the table bed, lift and hold the cam lock up all the way to unlock. In your other hand, hold one roller hinge near the pivot pin. With the pivot pin facing out, away from the table bed, slide the bottom of the roller hinge between the cam lock and the bracket in the same direction as the arrow label located inside of the cam lock. Tip: Make sure that the cam lock is completely open when inserting the roller hinge, otherwise assembly will be more difficult. Engage one of the holes in the roller hinge over the bracket pin. Push down on the cam lock to lock it and secure the roller hinge. Repeat on the other side. Make sure the roller hinges are in the same hole settings on both sides. Use your recommended hole selection based on the chart from page 8. Step 4. Assemble table bed to A-frame. Face the front of the A-frame where the crossbar is located. Grasp both roller hinges right above the cam lock and lift the table bed. Allow the top of the table bed to rotate towards the floor so that the back of the table bed is now facing you and the top of the table bed is in front of the crossbar. Lower each roller hinge pivot pin into the A-frame hinge plates, one side at a time. The self-locking hooks will open to allow the pivot pin into the hinge plate slot, then automatically snap closed over the pivot pin. Tip: you may need to push outward on the hinge plate in order for the second pivot pin to lock in place. Make sure that each pivot pin is seated at the base of the slot in the hinge plates, and that the self-locking hooks have been closed over both pivot pins. Rotate the table bed so that it is facing up. Ensure that it rotates smoothly. See also Image A on page 12 to ensure correct assembly. Step 5. Assemble main shaft to table bed. Stand on the left side of the A-frame, holding the main shaft with the height markings facing up. Begin to slide the end of the main shaft into the main shaft housing at the base of the table bed. With your right hand, pull out the height selector locking pin and slide the main shaft in further. Release in the desired height setting. Refer to the user guide for more information on selecting your height setting. The main shaft must rest against the crossbar of the A-frame. Important: the crossbar prevents the table bed from rotating forward when the user steps on the ankle comfort dial. If the main shaft does not rest on the crossbar as shown here, then the table bed has been assembled backwards onto the A-frame. This must be corrected before use. Test the inversion table by hand for smooth and steady rotation and ensure that all fasteners are secure. Misassembly check. Image A demonstrates that the roller hinges have been assembled upside down into the table bed and must be corrected. Go back to step 3 for instruction. Image B demonstrates that the table bed has been assembled into the A-frame backwards, so the main shaft is not resting on the crossbar and must be corrected. Go back to step 4 for instruction. Image C shows correct assembly. Proceed to step 6. Step 6. Attach angle tether and head pillow. The tether will come pre-assembled to the A-frame. Unfold the adjustable tether and clip it to the U-bar on the underside of the table bed. Slide the buckle to lengthen or shorten the strap depending on your desired maximum angle of inversion. To attach the head pillow, locate the slots at the top of the table bed just beneath the handhold as shown. Insert the 2 pointed ends on the back of the head pillow into the slot of the table bed and pull through from the back of the table bed to secure the pillow into position. Step 7. Attach optional lumbar bridge. The lumbar bridge provides even deeper decompression and improved alignment benefits. Personalize the intensity and target zone of the lumbar bridge by adjusting the height and position of the arch within the slots on the table bed so it fits comfortably at the small of your back. Position the bridge with the Teeter logo at the base and facing toward you. First, insert the bottom 2 notches of the bridge into the desired horizontal slots on the lower portion of the table bed. Bend the bridge to the arch height you desire and insert 1 top notch into the corresponding slot on the upper portion of the table bed. Modify the positioning and arch height as needed. Note: long-term storage of the lumbar bridge in high arch setting may result in distortion of the shape and ability of the bridge to move to lower arch settings. Store in its flat position when not in use. Use of the lumbar bridge may impact the rotation of the table. Set the angle tether to a moderate inversion angle and use a spotter until you are able to find the correct balance settings and are comfortable with the operation of the table. Start in a lower level arch setting and work your way up. If you feel any discomfort, lower the setting until you are comfortable or discontinue use. The lumbar bridge works between intermediate and moderate inversion. Full inversion moves the body away from the table bed and will reduce the effectiveness of the bridge. Step 8. Attach optional acupressure nodes. Personalize the intensity and target zone of the acupressure nodes by positioning the varying sizes along the bed tracks as desired. Determine your desired node position along the table bed. Unscrew the black backing from the node and insert the backing into the slot from the rear of the bed so the threads are visible from the front. Twist the node clockwise into the backing to secure. Do not over-tighten to avoid damaging the node. Repeat as desired with additional nodes. To shift node placement within a track, simply loosen the backing and slide the node in the slot. Start with the smaller nodes and work your way up to the larger ones. The ideal placement of the nodes depends on where your muscle tension points align with the slots in the table bed. The pressure of the nodes will vary as the table rotates up or down. The nodes work best between intermediate to moderate inversion, 20 to 45 degrees. Full inversion moves the body away from the table bed and will reduce the effectiveness of the nodes. While inverted, stay at a static incline to maintain a steady pressure. Or oscillate, move between different angles of inversion for a massaging action. Use of the nodes may cause muscle soreness. If you feel any discomfort, decrease or discontinue use. Next steps. This is your step-by-step guide to customizing your user settings for a smooth and effortless inversion experience. If the user guide is not already attached, secure the chain to the A-frame through the designated hole in the hinge plate. Allow the user guide to hang freely on the outside of the A-frame spreader arms so it doesn't interfere with the rotation of the table bed. Important: once attached to the A-frame, do not remove the user guide. It should remain permanently attached to your inversion table to serve as a reference for all users in regard to proper adjustment and use of equipment. Congratulations, your LX9 is now fully assembled. If you have any questions or need any help along the way, don't hesitate to contact Teeter customer service at the number on your screen or visit teeter.com/support for live chat assistance.